So thinking more specifically about implementation, so there are three main resources that I found that I'm going to discuss to implement teaching our students about healthy eating habits and nutrition and regular exercise. So one really great resource is choosemyplate.gov. It's a very interactive site that allows you to really help students visualize what it looks like to have a healthy diet, especially on like a day-to-day basis. PBS also had a series based around the Plymouth Plantation, to encourage healthy eating and to help students really analyze eating habits and all of that in a older time period. Lastly, there is a site called Nutrition Interactive that provides really awesome tracking sources. So the specific tracking source on the right is how to track your calcium intake. So that was also a cool way for you to implement this into a classroom setting. I think specifically this would look really good in an advisory or homeroom setting for all three of these pieces. So thinking specifically about the Plymouth Plantation project, so there's a variety of ways to apply this to different subjects, so this could go into a co-curricular unit plan. So for example, if you were to do the Plymouth Plantation project, for the history classes you could talk about colonial America. For biology you could talk about either genetics or native plants. In language arts you could talk about theater or how communications worked differently in that era. In a life science type of course you could talk about nutrition or regular exercise, and then in like a home ec type of class you could maybe talk about like food preparation. Just some final thoughts thinking about this journal article. I think it's really vital for us to talk about what healthy eating and regular exercise looks like, especially for my students. We encourage that a lot at my school, and they are very, very resistant to it. But I think showing them the long-term implications of what they eat now and how they treat their bodies now is vital. It's also really important when thinking about like self-esteem, body image issues, all of those kinds of things. Those are pretty intensive at the middle school age, and as middle school teachers it is our job to support them in those kinds of trials and make sure that they're getting the appropriate amounts of support and guidance from us. Here is the link from my article. Sorry that I had to split my video into two. Alright, thank you.